Namdev, the MVA studio. Today's video is about a trap that I have to be really vigilant in avoiding, and I think not only do I see myself falling into it, but I see a lot of my friends and people I work with falling into it as well. So let me go to the beginning of my story. So if someone were to ask me what I had to do this week, I think it would look really busy. It would seem like I had a lot of stuff to do, and I'm expecting that it's very likely that my wife will go into labor on Thursday or Friday. She's going to go into labor soon. I don't know when, but imminently. And I have stuff to do. I have a deadline on Wednesday. I have a deadline tomorrow. I've got two deadlines on Wednesday. I've got kind of stuff happening throughout the week and things that have to go to printers and all kinds of different stuff. And I have classes to promote. So if you were just to look at this week, it would look like I was really busy. But I think the trap you have to avoid is thinking you're busy when you're not busy. I'm not actually busy. I have a couple of deadlines that all happen to be stacked up on each other. So if you looked at the next 3 weeks, other than the baby, if we took the baby out of the picture, then it would be like, oh, well, you've got this 1 week where a bunch of stuff is going on, but the rest of the time is pretty mellow. And if we took a 6-month view, it would look like I had nothing going on other than the fact that I have a couple files that basically have to get dealt with this week. But today it looks super busy. And so I'm not actually busy. I'm actually slow. It's just that the few things I'm working on are all done at once. It's kind of like if you had a Saturday where you had 2 or 3 different functions you needed to be at, you wouldn't be like, oh my God, my life is so hectic, I have all this stuff to do. You'd be like, oh my, I got kind of a big full Saturday. So like I have a kind of a big full week. I'm not actually busy. But one of the traps I would have fallen into a couple years ago was to have these few deadlines piling up and start putting off other things that have a much more kind of long-term value. So a good example is like, yes, I have kind of a crazy week and I have all this stuff to do and I need to design things. But once those things are done, whatever rewards are involved in them, for me, they taper off really quickly. Like, yes, maybe I'll design something and it will show up in my portfolio, but some of it is t-shirts. If it shows up in my portfolio, it's not for 1.5 or 2 years. So I can't put everything else to rest while I wait for those t-shirts to show up for them to be done. So I still have to do things like make these videos, and I still have to go and sort of like put content on Instagram. I gotta go and take pictures of book covers, and I gotta go and like look through the writing that's like accumulated on my computer and see like what can I publish this week? What new things should I write? Who do I need to call to get meetings for projects? Who are the 5 people I'm gonna email today to try to pitch on why they should work with our studio? For me personally, 3 years ago, if I had been really busy, and let's say they were bigger projects, let's say I was like designing a book and then doing some graphics for an exhibition, and then, I don't know, doing a line of t-shirts too, everything else would have stopped. And all the sort of forward momentum would have come to a halt while I was busy making those things. And yeah, it's important to make those things, but those are projects that have already kind of started, and the really important stuff is the like kindling I need to sort of keep burning. These videos, like, I'm going to make this video now. I'm going to go and upload it to YouTube tonight, and then announce it on Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn and Google Plus and whatever else tomorrow morning. And then hopefully like 30 or 40 people will watch it. And then hopefully some of those people will be new people, and they'll go and watch the other videos I've done. And the like fire starts to burn a little brighter. The danger that I fall into, and a lot of like small business owners and a lot of freelancers fall into, is like once we start doing the work, we get this purist attitude that that's our job, when our job is that we run a business and we need to make sure that that business is growing and thriving, and that like the kindling keeps getting thrown in there. So for me, what I got to remember is, yeah, I got to design this stuff. I also got to make this video. I also got to be on Instagram. I also got to be on Twitter. I have to make sure people don't forget about me or my studio, because 1 project doesn't keep us in business. 2 projects don't keep us in business. A busy week doesn't keep us in business. It's just a long-term thing of growing our audience and our client base. Like that's what's going to keep us in business. And so if you're in that same mode, you've got 2 or 3 deadlines piling up, that stuff's important. Get it done, but don't shut off all the other activities you need to do that keep you sort of relevant in the market. So, thanks for your time. I'm Namdev Hardesty. You can follow me on Twitter at Namdev, Namdev, or you can follow the MVA Studio at the MVA. We're also on Instagram, the MVA Studio. Thanks a lot.